Hey guys, this is Sarah, aka Chaton. I wanted to show you guys this fabric peony that I've been making a lot of. I really like it, and just thought I'd share it with you guys. So, it's really simple. All you need to do is get some really cool fabric. This is super thin. I got it in like several colors at Joann's, and you'll need a die cut. I've been using the Tim Holtz, I don't know if you can read that, the tattered florals on my big shots. You'll need a lighter, some stiffen up or whatever kind of fabric stiffener spray. I got this at Walmart for just a couple bucks, and some hot glue, which I've got over here in the corner. So all you're going to do is you're going to run, like I fold my fabric in several layers, and I like to get like at least 5 layers, so if it's thin enough, it'll all cut pretty easily. So all I do is once it's cut, I take my scissors and lay it over so I don't burn myself, because you'll see when you cut it that the ends are all frayed and kind of loose or whatever, and that's what the lighter's for. You want to take it and you want to slowly burn it, and the edges will curl up. So what I do is I make sure that it's shiny side down. That way it curls inward instead of outward. If you want it to curl outward, then it doesn't matter. You can do it the other way. So, and that's all you do. You just run your lighter around. It's really quick, just until the edges curl in and they're no longer frayed. And you do it around the whole edge. Super quick. And like I said, I just use a scissors so I don't burn myself. Okay, so once that's done, you'll want to take your stiffen spray, and the pump on mine is broken, so I actually have to paint it on. But if yours works, then you'll just spray it and that'll be fine. But mine has to be painted on. So bear with me here just for a second while I paint it. I did all the others and just left one so I could show you guys how to do it. And you don't need to do a lot, just a little bit, especially if the fabric's really thin that you're working with, because it'll soak through to the other side, and you don't have to worry about like flipping it over and doing a coat on the other side. It should be no big deal. Okay, so we're pretty much almost done. All you need now is to take your heat tool. I've got just a regular one. You can use a hairdryer if you don't have a heat tool. It's not a big deal. It'll work. So all you're going to do is you're going to heat this up to where the stiffened stuff dries. And when it's pretty much dry, it'll get that stiff feeling, and you can kind of feel it and hear it the way it is. And I'll show you how to get this shape to it here in a minute. So I'm going to turn the heat tool on, so bear with the sound real quick. You don't want to do it too close to the flower itself or the fabric, because it'll actually heat up the edges like the lighter does, and you'll end up melting the edges a little bit more. I actually did that on one of my other layers, and I wasn't paying attention, and it curled up a little more. So this only takes a few minutes. My heat tool wasn't very hot, so when it starts to dry, you'll actually see like the color change a little bit if you're using a darker color fabric. I don't know if it works on white or not yet. You can flip it over and do the back. I don't know if you can see the color changing a little bit. That's how I can tell usually that it's getting dry. This one's just about done. Now to get that shape, this kind of molded shape that I have here, it's really simple. Get it just about dry, and then all you do is you take it in your hand, and while it's still really warm, you want to kind of close your fist up around it, and I think I can turn this off, and close your fist up around it, and then that way it cools off in your hand like this, and then when you're done and it's cool, you can just open your hand right up like this, and there you go. It stays just like that. So now you have all your pieces, however many layers you want, and I've already got a centerpiece picked out. I'm going to put this in the center. And I'll usually find the one that's open the most and use that as my first layer. Put a little bit of glue right in the middle. I like to use hot glue. And all I do is just layer them right in on top of each other. And I try to stagger them just a little bit so the petals aren't always, you know, like layered on top of each other. You get a little bit more of a fuller look that way. And that's it. Continue to layer. I just burned myself. That did not feel good. Alright, one more and we should be good. I think I had a few more layers on this one than I did on my pink one. But I really like the way it looks with the fuller layers. Alright, so you can put whatever you want in the center. It doesn't have to be a flower, obviously. You can put a rhinestone or some, I don't know, a flower center that you can buy. I just really like the way these flowers look. I think this is a Prima flower that I got in a kit. But there you go. I mean, you can add stickles to it on the petals if you want. I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff to it, but that is the basics of how I do my fabric peonies. So hopefully you guys like it, and thank you for watching.